What is going on YouTube? Hidden back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as Solana and the S&P 500. As you guys know, we are still doing our crypto coin display giveaway. It's a $125 crypto coin ticker display that I have in all my videos. And if you guys want to win one of these, all you have to do is comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as subscribed. So pretty much like Bitcoin and subscribed, that's it. You'll be entered to win one of these. Obviously, I will be checking, and if you're not subscribed, you will not be entered into the raffle. Raffle is on Sunday, so stay tuned for Sunday's episode. But more importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's episode is the still ongoing consolidation that we've been having for the past couple of days. Most of the major cryptocurrencies hit some sort of price ceiling and have immediately reversed downwards, correcting lower over the past couple of days as we have not been able to breach through that top resistance level. Now, what's interesting to notice is we're actually coming to retest our bottom 4-hour support levels, which may grasp us enough volume and support to lift us back up to retest that, hopefully, all-time high for what would be like 2021. Now, more importantly, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button, and let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, now where do we even begin? Pretty much we're going to be kind of jumping around all over the place in today's video. Obviously, in the current coin market cap, we're still down today at about 0.24% down. Most of the cryptos, even though they're kind of up, Cardano, Binance, XRP, Doge, they're all pretty much consolidating to the upside. We have taken a pretty big hit overall within these cryptos. Quickly flashing through these major cryptocurrencies like XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as Solana, you can see they're definitely all doing their own interesting different patterns and movements. But I guess we'll start with XRP and slowly work our way out. So the first things first, with XRP, we have actually tweaked the charts. We used to have it something like this. We had a very long, beautiful, like straight uptrend that would have been great if we were able to continue to use. But as I had to redo my lines and my charts since TradingView decided to delete them, I actually noticed a different pattern, more so this uptrend that seems to be a little more, I guess, flagrant in the way it's been performing. And with this support level, it seems like prices are actually starting to consolidate back down and come closer to the support. But the interesting thing that I noticed is this. Obviously, over the past couple of days, it's been maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days now, we actually hit that resistance and immediately reversed downwards, and it would have been a small short opportunity, not necessarily knowing how low the price was going to be moving to, whether it's 82 cents, if not maybe a little bit higher, maybe 92 cents. Regardless, we're still creating some sort of higher low pattern, which has reversed the signal that we've been seeing since pretty much the start or mid, I guess, April of 2021. We've been seeing lower high formations over and over again within XRP and most of the major cryptos. We've actually managed to reverse out of that finally, finding some sort of key bottom support at about 52 cents. Hopefully this is the bottom. And now we're starting to create higher highs, which is definitely a good thing. Whether or not this is the uptrend that we decide to take, that's pretty much the pattern that I've been noticing. Now, what I'm looking for is short term. I do believe that the way these prices are moving, we're either hitting the bottom or maybe going to, take a few more days of consolidation to hit this uptrend and then perform better. But really what I'm looking at is when you jump to the 4-hour, you'll notice kind of how the prices are moving to. You'll notice that we're pretty much neck and neck with this uptrend that I've drawn with the 4-hour moving averages. And you can see for the most part that they're pretty much intertwining with the price here. So even though prices have not come down yet within crypto, within XRP, to retest there, I do believe that's pretty much where the price is heading to. So short term, I think there's still a little bit more movement we could move to, but there's clearly a pattern that's developing here. You can see pretty much where the price ceiling is set, as well as where the price floors are set. That was a terrible line. This is pretty much the price floors right here. And we have some sort of ascending uptrend here that should hopefully, as the trend line goes, push the price of XRP higher. I still think we have managed to flip bullish in most of this market. So long-term bullish, short-term bearish. Just in regards to like the next couple of days. But I do believe if we manage to consolidate out and just tap this support level, we should be able to come back, retest about that top resistance, that top, trend line here, and then hopefully breach through it and start to trend higher. Now, obviously, we've been pretty much patient for the past couple of days to kind of see how this market decides to trend outwards. But what I'm noticing is obviously this. Now, when and if we do, this is the resistance of when we buy in. I am not going to be buying in anytime we're trading inside of this, sideways channel here. I'm really waiting for the consolidation to kind of take over. Once we can confirm a breach above like $1.30, maybe $1.35, that would confirm that we've closed the daily above this strong resistance level right here, and it should actually allow the price to pump even higher with enough volume to come right back up to retest its all-time highs. So or all-time highs for 2021. So I'm not worried for XRP. I think things look really good, and there's no like signal that's referencing a bear market or reversals to the downside. What I mean by short-term bearish is we're not going to, expect to see a big run anytime soon. I think it's more so just consolidation, and then once we gradually, trade upwards and eventually retest top resistance here, hopefully we'll break through it and we'll, shoot back to the upside. Now, it's not just XRP that I'm noticing this pattern with. It's with most of these cryptos. You can see for Ethereum, unlike XRP with the way this uptrend formed here, Ethereum actually managed to break through its uptrend here. But notice for the past couple of days, I'd say since maybe August 7th, the first week in August, we've kind of developed this sideways consolidation pattern, slowly lowering ourselves on the moving on the relative strength indicator, lower and lower and lower, which is a good thing. It's not bad. Even for the 4-hour, you'll notice that we've managed to consolidate up this support here and actually come back to retest our moving average. So notice the 4-hour moving average has been acting as some sort of leverage here, which is why I'm starting to think this might be the bottom for Ethereum. Yes, we could see Ethereum definitely pump lower. We could shoot all the way down to $2,500 if we wanted to retest that bottom moving average, but it doesn't seem that likely that it's going to happen. It seems like what's acting as a main support right here, or what will be, is about $2,900, this key support level right here. What we could actually see is maybe a bounce off of this to come back up and retest the top resistance, the top all-time high for, I believe it would be, nope, not this year, but retesting a new high for this month, and then hopefully breaching through that to create a new higher high, and then continuing the pattern like that. Pretty much what we're noticing is the double bottom formation that, for the most part, we're starting to think was the rock bottom for crypto, hopefully for this year and next year. And this should hopefully allow the prices to reverse upwards and breach through here, creating new higher highs, and eventually pumping the price higher, as we did back here in early 2021, which you can see was prices slowly inflating up in this pattern right here. That's what we're looking for to happen right now. So that's pretty much what we're waiting for. So long term, I am still very confident we're going to be seeing prices retest prior highs of this year very soon. It just seems like there's a small short-term consolidation, which is obviously very necessary for prices to continue to rise up. We're never going to see prices just go like this, and if we do not get involved in it, because it's going to fall just as quickly as we went to the upside. And that's why I'm waiting. But right now, things look very good. We've managed to recess ourselves from being overbought back down to about 50 or 54 on the relative strength indicator, which gives us plenty of volume to actually breach through this all-time high here and allow us to extend even higher. So if we slowly start to consolidate up and retest the top resistance right here, and we're not overbought, it should give us the volume to actually break through it and start to confirm breaking to the upside even higher. So I'm getting excited with this market. Obviously, there's still consolidation. For those that are trying to buy in right now, getting ready to buy on, let's say, BitYard, which I don't know if you guys have noticed, but actually updated their whole platform, which looks really cool. I actually don't mind this platform at all, the way they've upgraded and integrated this new network here. It looks very nice, very simplistic, definitely a very cool midnight dark mode, but what I'm referring to is the fact that it might have been the fact that we hit the bottom support. Notice that we're even on Bitcoin right now, which we'll talk about in a minute, but we've actually managed to hit the, I think this is the 20-day, the 20-day moving average right here. The bottom is the 40-day moving average. Hopefully we use this as a support to bounce up off of that instead of breaching lower, falling to 38K. That's not what we want to see. We actually want to see a bigger break to the upside. So I did link BitYard in the description down below if you guys wanted to support the channel or actually, leverage trade or use a crypto exchange that actually is beneficial. And what you guys should be doing as kind of like a homework is obviously taking advantage of their wow, they actually moved it. I don't even know. Their trading simulator, which I have to find now moving forward, but they usually or used to have a trading simulator that you could actually play around with and test your skills. I'm going to have to check where that went and share it with you guys tomorrow. But more importantly, looking at these cryptos again, you can see the rejection we're starting to see. There's obviously tons of different ways we can go around looking at this. I mean, when you look at Bitcoin right here, you can notice that we're in some sort of lower high formation. Long term, there's a lower high formation. Yeah, there's so many things happening to the variables on most of these cryptos. Obviously, Bitcoin is the number one thing that we have to focus on. When you look at Bitcoin, you can see there's been numerous lower highs. This could be confirmed the third. Obviously, a couple of weeks ago, we had actually tweaked the charts, pulled it lower, and used this in regards to our lower high formation. It's obviously something we're going to have to keep changing until we find some sort of price ceiling here, which is what we're trying to do with Bitcoin. Obviously, we have to tweak charts and, you know, move along and tweak them as we go, because Bitcoin and crypto is not a closed system and it doesn't have repetitive motions. Obviously, there's certain, you know, key signals that might repeat itself, but for the most part, prices are obviously doing what it wants to do. So what we're looking for right now is obviously a higher low formation, which is what it's starting to do. And it doesn't actually look bad. Hopefully we do something like this. What I'm really looking for is confirmation of a breach above the downtrend. Obviously, I can keep moving this up, and obviously I can keep extending this. And the only time we're going to be able to really say, okay, we broke through the higher low formation or the lower high formation is if we close above a prior resistance, which this one could be forming right here. So if prices come lower and then close up here, that would pretty much be telling us that we've breached the prior high, and we'll start to create this higher high formation, which we're starting to do, don't get me wrong, and this should hopefully allow us to pump higher. But you can still see in the general broad scheme of things here that there is still this lower high formation at the top, but long term, we're still in a higher high formation. You'll notice that the big movements on these cryptos would obviously send us back up to what could be the all-time highs and then newer highs again once, you know, or retesting all-time highs and then breaching through that to create a new higher high. That's what we're looking for. But you can see there is still a beautiful uptrend that's, you know, long-term on this crypto, and we have yet to breach, which is a good thing. But for the most part, we are still creating these higher highs. So consolidation is obviously necessary. And then hopefully eventually we'll breach that and head up higher. But it's just consolidation for right now. You can see even on the 4-hour, what we're starting to notice is us actually retesting the bottom of the 4-hour moving average right here. You can see how that's playing out. Hopefully we do what we did back here and bounce off of it in the short term and pump higher. But as with what we said yesterday, repeating myself again, when is the time we're going to be buying into this coin for a big run to the upside? I'm not touching it until we see confirmation. Now it's different. Now it pretty much acts as, are we going to breach through here, the trend line, or are we going to wait to buy in above the neckline? Very interesting. I'd probably still suit myself to believe the best buying opportunity would be above the neckline. So even if it takes us a few more days and we trend outside of the trend line here, we could still hit rejection or resistance and close lower. So what I'm looking for is for us to actually close above this resistance at about 48,000. That would be a good buying opportunity. We close above 48K or 48.5. That's what I said last time. And that would be enough for us to consider buying in and leveraging it to the upside. But as with all these cryptocurrencies, I'm not going to touch it until we can confirm the prior resistance level. So it's not really worth the small trading inside sideways channels. So for XRP, wait to confirm above $1.30. Ethereum, maybe wait until we break above 3,300. Bitcoin is the top resistance here at 47K. Obviously, Solana is in a whole different ballgame. I wouldn't even touch it with a 10-foot pole right now because of how overextended it is. Obviously, there are still some trades you can make now, and some of you might know what we're talking about. Still potential shorting crypto or buying in long, but it's much more aggressive. And with talking to a lot of people in regards to what I would be doing, all 50,000 of you, I'm not going to give you guys an extremely aggressive trade or mention an extremely aggressive trade and have you guys, you know, listen to me and talk about it. You know, if I mention that I'm going to be buying in right now for XRP in anticipation for a run back up to $1.28, that's about a 10 cents move on XRP extremely aggressive, you guys could be getting burned, and I'm not trying to do that, especially with you guys waiting for tomorrow's video. Obviously, the trade could happen within, just a couple of hours, and you won't be updated until tomorrow. But otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. So the S&P 500 seeing a big, topple. Not really too worried, as it's been a consistency with the S&P 500. Constant reversals to the downside, big spikes. We could even see this go lower. I'm not too worried, though. You can see it's a constant dip. There is some sort of uptrend, though. You can kind of notice that from this. We're kind of seeing this, or at least a price floor. Who knows? But it is allowing us to extend upwards. So that's a good thing. But we'll see how this takes us, but I do believe we are going to see a pop again. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Definitely make sure to take advantage of the giveaway. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.